It's been a pretty long time since I've recorded any sort of entry. Um, I can't really blame it on anything except for myself. I had my own excuses, but that's just their excuses. But to pick up where we started, I guess, I'm gonna do my absolute best to, continue on with what I wanted to do. And I obviously haven't been doing that. Nothing's changed at all. It's really difficult to change who you are, or not even who you are, but what you do in your life. And I just came back from the gym, so I'm eating Cane's. So this is what we're doing. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really been feeling that great. I've kind of just fallen into the same cycle. That's been making me upset. And it sucks a lot. It really does. Because I expect so much more out of myself. And I wake up every day thinking I'm ready to change, or today's day one, and then just snap back to zero progress, Other than that, the one thing that is looking up is I've managed to find motivation in the gym again. It's something that I really struggled for. I think I mentioned it in a different video that I lost a lot of motivation, and I just kind of forced myself to go and do the bare minimum and just to maintain. But over the last month or month and a half or so, I've really stuck to progressing, or diet, eating healthier, or whatever. As I'm eating fast food, I don't give a fuck, honestly. This is for the gains, trust. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess to catch up from where I left off, I don't remember what I said, but I'm back in Tucson. I go to the U of A, and this is where I've been for the last month or so. Being in Tucson is cool. Like, I love seeing my friends. I like school. But living here is so ass. It's the worst. It's the absolute worst. If you live in Tucson, you know what I'm saying. If you are thinking about moving to Tucson, don't. Just don't. What else? I'll have my first bundle of midterms like next week, or I guess this week and next week. So that sucks. I'll have to be studying for that. It shouldn't be too bad, but I've been procrastinating, so I have a lot more work on my plate than I was hoping for, but it's really not the worst. I'm honestly surprised that I don't have more things to say. I guess it's pretty much, or I guess it's because for the fact that I haven't really changed, or in my mind progressed, or even relatively took a step in the right direction of my goals, which is upsetting, like I've said. Motherfucker. I just spilled hella sauce. I don't really care. Today's Sunday, which is my cleaning day. So I do laundry, clean my apartment, and whatnot. If anyone has made it this far, could you please enlighten me on tips of going to sleep early? It's like a big issue that I have. I love the darkness. I love being awake at night. That's just the way I am. But we live in reality where daylight rules, so I need to start going to sleep earlier and waking up earlier. I wake up at around 8 or 9 every day, but I go to sleep kind of late, so I'm not getting enough sleep. And I get woken up by my cat, so that's fine. But yeah, I really need help falling asleep. And one of my friends told me to take magnesium. I took it for a while, but I feel like it didn't really make that big of a difference. Excuse me. What else? Melatonin. I don't really like using melatonin because I'm very inconsistent with my sleep schedule. If you guys don't know how melatonin works, basically you're supposed to go to sleep at the same time forever. Or not forever, but for the most part. But there's a lot of shit that's going on, especially Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you can't really bank on the melatonin helping because you're always kind of bouncing around sleep schedules. Alright. Oh yeah. Today's the Super Bowl. I personally don't give a fuck about the Super Bowl. I don't really watch football at all. I'm like the worst person when it comes to knowing any sort of sports. Or like sport facts, knowledge, shit like that. I don't care about teams and whatnot. The one thing I do care about is UFC though. And if you guys are UFC enjoyers, there was a fight yesterday. And honestly, I thought it was a pretty good fight. All the cards included. I can't really remember their names. But for the main card, I watched a little bit of the prelims. And they were honestly pretty entertaining. I can't remember their names, but there's some dudes that are going to be really nice in a couple of years. But for the main card, I was pretty disappointed in the Strickland Duplessis fight. Duplessis is a fucking monster. He's a monster. I was watching that fight, and he's just throwing punches and kicks every 2 seconds. And I'm like, alright, by round 5, maybe he might not be able to keep his hands up anymore, or maybe his punches will slow down. No. This motherfucker would not stop coming. Pause. Stupid. But yeah. I was not expecting for that to happen. Especially because he didn't do any real wrestling techniques. And Sean, he kind of fell back into his old ways. Or not old ways, but everybody knows Sean Strickland as like the fighter. He's really boring to watch. He only really has a jab and like maybe like a right hook. He's really good at countering because he has like solid defense and like shit like that. I've been seeing a lot of videos of him fighting. Even his last fight before this one, he was performing a lot I don't know, smoother. Like he had much more in his arsenal. And that did not happen yesterday. He threw like a couple rights. I don't know if you're watching, but his corner was like, dude, you gotta do something. And he just didn't, so that's unfortunate. Alright, I feel like at this point I'm just rambling. I'm not that hungry anymore, so I'm gonna save this for later. Continue on with my drive. I'm gonna drive home. Well, hopefully you'll remember to keep up with these and, improve life. See you guys.